Hello.
Hi,
My son and my ex-husband, because he picks him up. So they just got in. I was in the kitchen and I said, I have to run upstairs. Hold on, let me just put my volume up a little bit more. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Surviving, I guess. It says this meeting is being live streamed.
I'm
Uh,
recording it,
Okay.
like, uh, in case, like, if I have to refer it later, I can do it. Uh, Perfect. So here is what I want this call to be, like, the space I wanted just for you. Just a moment.
Are you feeling cold?
Suddenly today, it's cold here. I don't know why. Yesterday it was warm. Today again it's cold. Like weather is really fluctuating.
Oh, I know. Tell me about it. Toronto is crazy.
Yeah. And I'm in North Carolina. Normally it's not that cold where we are, but this year it was very cold.
Oh, I guess the names are from the last Zoom call that we had. So it says my son's name on there as well.
Uh,
So if you could just let me know about what I'm not sure. Anyway, you start because you're running this call.
yeah. So we will try to get clear on. I have a lot of information what you told me while we were chatting, but like I want to get some more information and so that I know what's keeping you in this crisis and what it would actually take to get your glow back. The word that you used, I really it uh, stayed with me, and not someday, but in the coming few months, right? And if I feel that I can truly help you, we can talk about the next steps. And if it's not a fit, we just part as friends. And does that sound good?
Okay. So
So,
what?
sorry, go ahead.
No, no, go ahead. Let me know what you want to.
Yeah, so as we were speaking last time, you said like you were really stuck in those racing thoughts and mental loops. And then you shared that you kind of have that detective mode on where you're constantly gathering proof and he's denying it. And then also the last 4 years, how tough it has been for you. Like your mom passed away, you had problems with your kids, and then you went through a divorce, and then this trauma bond with him. And like instead of supporting you, he was just adding up to the stress. And now you are
There's a big age gap as well.
okay.
I forgot to mention that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 52 and he's 31.
Okay.
So from the beginning, I always told him, well, I think my trauma also has to deal with my ex-husband as well, which
Mm-hmm.
in therapy I did address quite a bit. Um, because I was seeing a therapist. I did EMSR as well. I think that's what
Mm-hmm.
it's called. Um, but that was also a 22-year trauma bond, I would say, as well. We're amicable, which is great. However, obviously there's still, and that's another one that doesn't admit to anything, pretty much, you know? So but it's funny because I feel, I guess there's more forgiveness on my side with that than with Hector. Hector's my ex, the boyfriend.
Okay.
So, and I think that was a big problem for him as well. But he's the father of my children, and we created, let's just say an empire together. And, you know, yes, of course, I have a lot of ill feelings towards him, but I don't hate anybody. That's my problem. I think I'm a pretty much a good empath. I don't really hate anybody.
Yeah.
It's like I feel like I can't hate them. And I don't want to hate anybody. That's not who I am.
Yeah. And there is no need of hating someone, because what I truly believe, like, if anyone is mistreating us, it's nothing to do with me. It's about more of the other person.
Correct. I
He
learned that
he
with
or
my
she is,
sisters. I
yeah,
have a long life
reflecting
of
their
trauma,
trauma
let me
on
tell you.
us.
So with Hector, so I started dating Hector while I was with my ex-husband because my ex-husband is gay.
Mm-hmm.
And so he allowed me to have partners. And then Hector came into my life and it was just like fresh air, you know what I mean? Like things that I never experienced in love.
Mm.
As much as you know, had a lot of experiences with my ex-husband, we would do like swinger stuff and we were quite open. My number one thing to Hector would say, I said to him, all I ever want is transparency, is the truth, because I feel that you can work through the truth right away instead of with lies.
Yeah.
So, anyways, he lived with us at one point. There was a lot of conflict between him and my ex-husband because I don't even know why, because anyway, but that's their problem. But I treated him like gold because I'm a very old school, wife, mother type of thing. Gator, got up early in the morning to make breakfast, lunches, like things like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I really showed him what I believe is unconditional love because he'd never felt that.
Mm.
But from what I studied recently, the men get bored with that. And I didn't want to be a mother again. I didn't want to raise another man. I raised my ex-husband, and I raised him. I tried to raise him as well as I could, but at the end of the day, like, people make their own choices. But I wish I'd brought my water with me. My mouth is dry. Um, but I think that's what his expectations were because, I'm already retired.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 52 and retired. I worked really hard. I worked, 20 years, 24/7, but I don't want to do that again.
Yeah.
I'm not into, I want somebody in my life who, will say, pack a bag, let's go, or, like, I want to
Yeah.
be,
Enjoy life and just flow with it, and like without any drama and chaos.
I just want someone to love me as much as I love them. And at one point, he did admit to me that I loved him more than he did. Now, it wasn't a full-time relationship. Let me get you. Like, he cheated on me. My thing is, I feel very humiliated because I'm a good person and I know that. I have done no harm to anyone. And everybody around me always said to me, just get rid of him. Like, he's making you, he doesn't love you. But I don't know. I always had this like it's like I manifested him, eh? Like he was the like I swear when I was like throughout my life, I always saw this man in my eyes. Like a tall, muscular, dark hair. Like he fit all the but I didn't manifest the good heart. That's what I should have manifested, to be honest with you. And I know there's tons of regret on his side. He has apologized, but and then just recently, so we were no contact for a while, since November, and then in February, I figured out that he was already following me on social media under fake accounts,
Mm,
and so I called him on it. He admitted it, and then we started talking, and then we went out February 22nd. He played like it was like a because he kept saying, "No, I've changed, I'm doing the work, I'm changing, blah blah blah." He never went to therapy. He never read anything on, how to gain the trust of your partner again. Like I don't know what kind of changes those are.
mm,
Anyway, so he planned the dinner. We went to a French restaurant. He paid for everything. He always paid for everything anyway because I'm not stupid. I worked hard for my money. I'm not a sugar mama, believe me.
yeah.
So, and the whole night it was, oh, I prayed for you. I prayed that this was going to happen again. I prayed that this, that. I said, oh, and the whole conversation was about him. And so I said to him, are you going to ask me how I am? Because I already had told him over text that I was depressed and I was sad and I was crying. But when people are brought up without empathy, learning empathy, because his whole family's like that, hard like ice. You know what I mean? There's no hugging. There's no. That's the environment that I raised, and I was raised in,
Mm,
and they just don't get it. So then, that evening, we had relations. Um, it was kind of weird. I felt like there was some hesitation on his side.
mm,
Um, anyway, I went home and I just like my intuition is like through the roof.
yeah. I
Like
want
it's
to
it's
touch
actually
upon
like
that.
it's through the roof. And I have had readings with some tarot card readers, and they all say the same thing. Like it's insane how. So just all the like just clues, 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 clues. I was like, ooh, something's not right here. That's when I'm sorry, my mouth is so dry.
You can go
That's when
ahead
my
and get your
investigative.
water. I'll wait.
I know, I know, but I'm not sure how you said we're going to be on for 15 minutes. So,
No, it should be fine. You can go and
okay,
get your water.
just give me 1 second.
Yeah,
1 second.
sure.
Daniel, yeah, I need my water, please. Where is it? It's somewhere around there. I brought it down. I don't think it's full. Is there anything to drink? And my mouth is very dry. Quickly. I have it. Sorry. I think I've all the tears I've run out of liquid in my body. I swear to God.
Mm,
And so that's when, the whole obsession with finding out information
yeah.
starts with me. And that's usually at night. That's usually after I have a few drinks. That's usually when I start spiraling.
Yeah.
Um, but lo and behold, I always find out truth. And even with concrete evidence, he still denies everything,
Mm,
which you're telling me you want a life with me. You're telling me you want to, start again and this and that and the other. And you like, I understand that it was within the time because men usually they run to the next relationship after a breakup. That's common. That's
yeah.
statistically proven.
Yeah.
My therapist actually told me I should go take a course to do therapy because I have so much knowledge.
Yeah.
Anyway, they said so it was but he questioned me like so many times if I had relations with other people during our time apart.
Mm,
And I said I can't even look at another man right now, and so I made the same because he kept asking me and asking me and asking me. And I said, well, what about you?
mm,
Oh, no, no, no. Meanwhile, he had gone, because I have a lot of friends in the neighborhood. I've been, I'm very well respected and known in
mm,
in the places that I go to. I make good friends. I'm always nice to people. I always compliment people. Like, anyway, so it was known that he went to one of the bars that I go to here with another woman. Like
mm.
it's just always, it's the same. And it's always going to be the same. And so I have gone no contact. Don't get me wrong. Last night I was searching, but I found out that he had two messenger. Like it's just like one, it's like a tumbleweed effect, like
Yeah.
it, yeah.
And it's like if
I'm just
you uh
disappointed. That's my biggest thing is that feeling of I deserve to be loved. That I know for sure. It's just a
definitely.
lot of stuff right now. A lot of stuff going on with my son, my daughter. Like it's just a lot. And people like always compliment me on my resilience but they don't see the silent cries and
Yes,
the
and
pain.
you have been carrying this for so many years. Like,
30 years. And
and
I did, when I was with my other therapist, she's very good. She told me, she said, I hate both of your guys. She was very real. That's, I like that. I'm
mm,
okay with that. I don't, I like that somebody will call me out on stuff. I'm okay with that. And then with Hector, because she knew I was going back and forth, she says, you know what? I'm gonna, I'm gonna leave Hector, she said, for now. She said, but there's gonna come a time where you're not gonna want to look at him even in the face anymore. And I really believe that time has come.
yeah,
I'm just trying to I'm just trying to like be a normal person again. I'm not normal right now.
yeah, because it has been costing you so much emotionally, mentally, physically, and even right
I'm in
now, like
chronic
you
pain,
said, it's like
chronic
depression,
pain.
chronic body pain, you're not able to leave the house. Sometimes you have to use substance. And so,
That's actually is becoming a problem, and I'm recognizing that.
Yeah.
Alcohol has been a problem my whole life, but the other is becoming a problem, and that's worrying me as well. So I'm trying to wrap my head around that too. And it's really because it's not, it's funny because substance abuse, it's funny because it's never like the first time, you know that.
Yeah.
That's what they say. I recognize everything. I'm very well aware of what I'm doing and what I'm doing. You know what I mean? I'm not in denial. I've never denied that I drink alcohol or anything like that. I used to be a very angry drunk, but not any longer. You know, um, but I am recognizing that that's becoming a problem. But I don't know if it's the I know I have stopped. There's no joke, but I find that when this is going crazy, like, not crazy, that's not a good word to use, but like when this is turning too much,
Yeah.
that's when I sort of lean towards that kind of stuff. But that keeps me up all night,
Mm.
pretty much. And so, what do you do all night? Watch social media or look at things, or I'm trying to flip the switch. I'm trying to look at yours, all your videos. I'm trying to do more podcasts on this kind of stuff, trauma
Mm.
bond stuff, but like you said, you can read all you want and you can study all you want. I just haven't been, like, my house is a man. I used to run a cleaning company. My house is a disaster right now. Like I can't, like, I'm procrastinating. It takes me like hours to do something that used to be like I'm
Yeah.
slow, I'm exhausted. Yesterday I slept until 2:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah, because you're not sleeping at night, and your body needs that rest and that time to heal, right?
Yeah, it's a mess.
And and
But
if
it's doable. I know that, like, my family's like, why don't you, like, they try to encourage me. I know that. There's no doubt. But no one really understands what goes through somebody's head when they go through these things. So, because they've seen me at like such a great high level, you know what I mean? So they want that back.
yeah,
But,
and say if things keep happening this way and 6 months down the line you are still feeling the same and like trying to check on him and you're still trying to keep yourself isolated in your house and all of this physical issue that has started showing up, where does that leave you?
dead eventually. One of the major causes of any illness is stress. That I know for sure. I'm surprised I'm not dead already, trust me. 'Cause I went through hell with my ex-husband. Hell. But
That itself says that like God has much bigger plans for you.
oh,
And as you
you know
said,
how many signs God sent me? So many. So many. My goodness. I just refused to listen. And I used to be like a long time ago, I used to be quite spiritual, honestly. And I really I believe in a lot of things, the universe, I believe in God, I believe in so many things because my religion is just be a good person.
yes,
And every religion teaches you that.
yeah,
That's it.
and it's like you just have to reconnect yourself to your higher self or to your divinity.
I was a very successful businesswoman, and I feel like I'm lost. Like I lost myself. And maybe it's the I don't know. I know that I can be narcissistic at times. Don't get me wrong. I recognize I think we all flex narcissism at one point. There's no doubt. Um, but it's like maybe I wanted Hector to be that guy. I don't know. Like maybe I put too much pressure on him. I recognize what my faults were now because I've actually been like thinking about that and understanding that. And perhaps I was trying to teach him or trying to make him be like my ex-husband
Mm, can be.
because I had a lack of love, not the love that I like, you know what I mean? The love
Yeah,
that I deserve.
the one that you have been craving for.
Yes. And so perhaps that's what, and I know he felt that pressure, but I don't know. I can't defend him because I don't want to. There's no defense there, let me tell you.
Yeah. Yeah,
He
this is
can
all
live,
about
he could,
understanding yourself.
yeah. And so recently I go out, I love to dance,
Wow.
but I have a bad knee. I don't care. The next
Mm.
day I can't walk. I don't care. I just enjoy myself. But I and men approach me and they're not the right kind of men. They're
Yeah,
I don't need God bless. I don't need support in terms of financial.
yeah,
Even regardless if I don't need it. I would still prefer someone who would be loving enough to want to do that for me. And so because of that, I know, people talk and so but I don't that's not the type of person I want to entertain in my life. Right now, to be honest with you, I really believe I don't shouldn't be entertaining anyone. However, all my readers are saying that this big person is coming into my life. I don't know.
yeah. Like at least
What are
few
your
months.
what are your thoughts on tarot readings?
Well,
You can be
um,
honest.
I have never done one, and what I feel, and especially for you as well, since you are so intuitive, you don't need another person to tell you what is going to happen in your life.
Well,
Like,
for the most part, I already know when they tell me.
yeah, there it is.
It's sort of like a confirmation for me kind of thing.
Yeah.
And maybe that's my issue.
So
Is I need to
it's
I'm
that
constantly confirming. So what
mm,
does that what
building
is
that
what does that
inner
mean?
trust,
Yeah.
building that inner trust, and um, so whenever like we are taking some other person's help, it's like we are giving our power to someone else, which we already have, and we are making ourselves powerless.
It's like self-sabotage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, I understand that. So how do you rebuild that?
Yeah. So, like from
Okay,
what?
that's in therapy.
No, we are going to talk about this. So what you have been sharing, like, right? So I'm seeing couple of things happening at the same time. First, like your nervous system
Goes through the
is
roof.
is kind of in complete shutdown mode now. Like depression, body pain, substances, isolation. So those are all signs that your body has been in survival mode for a very long time and it's now collapsing.
Yeah.
And second, your soul is really trying to wake you up. Like you have been saying, your intuition. is through the roof. So the universe is trying to tell you, and maybe that's why we got connected. And I feel it's not a coincidence. Like, it's kind of screaming at
Neither.
you right now because your soul knows, like, you are not meant to stay here in this position, and you're meant to have your glow back. Like, you're meant to be free, and you're meant to get that love that you deserve. But your body is right now very dysregulated because of all the trauma that it has been through. And that's why you're not able to act on what your soul is guiding you or showing you, if that resonates.
Yes. Because I know. I know. It's like a like this. I need to break down that wall to get to the other side. I know. Like I said to you, in my 30s, I went through a depression as well. I physically took myself to a local mental health facility and said, I need help. They didn't clinically diagnose me as depression. They put me on medication, which I stopped after a certain time because it just made me like numb. Sorry,
Yeah.
I have to. And I did group therapy.
Mm.
And the first 2 weeks, all I did was cry. And my therapist said, that's why I'm a true believer in therapy because that saved my life. And crying is okay.
Yes, it's a very good way of releasing.
Yeah. I have a hard time with like I tried to do the breathing I'm not a yogi. I'm not a, I've tried yoga, but I've never liked it or I'm just not that I'm not I feel like I can never, like you just said, I can never connect with myself. I don't know how that feels. I actually don't know how that feels because it's never been about me.
Mm.
It's always been give, 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 give to everybody. And oh my God, people resonate like they come to me and they tell me their problem, like they're like out of the blue, like it's weird. I'm like a therapist, advice teller, a listener. And it's like that becomes exhausting too.
Yeah. So,
I totally get what you're saying, 100%.
say if I give you a magic wand and you wake up 4 months from now with your glow back, what would that actually feel like for you? Not just emotionally, but in your body and in your day-to-day life. How would you know you got your glow back?
Because the person that I would be when I wake up in 4 months
Mm-hmm.
would be doing it for me and not to please others. I used to be a big gym rat, but for Hector, because that's who, I wanted to please him. Do I like the gym? I did at one point, but I've never been a big gym person, but just a sense of peace
Yeah.
and, for my family to be okay and my kids to be okay. And they've been through a lot of trauma too. And I feel a lot of pain for that.
Maybe a little bit of guilt as well.
Oh, guilt that I wasn't strong enough to face my ex-husband to say no for the things that happened. Why? Because I'm a people pleaser. I was not raised, my mother was angry in her 70s, not in her 50s.
Mm,
When she finally realized, I don't care. And so now I have been working on boundaries with people. I have been working on, making them understand my feelings in a direct, but not, not yelling or not an offensive way. I have been, if somebody interrupts me, I'll say, hold on, I haven't finished, like I would never do that before. Um, with men, I get a lot of, I don't look like this on my social media, but I get a lot of requests and this and that. And if they're stupid, I'm just like, block. I don't care. Like, if you talk to me stupid, block. Like, I would always sort of entertain, maybe what's it called? Like, validation. But I don't need other people to validate me because I know who I am. And
mhm,
I've always stood by that. I know who I am. I just, I just want to feel at peace.
yeah. What you
My
want
son,
is
my son
really.
is dealing with some you know charges, and like my daughter's on her own. Like it's just, and I've really tried to rebuild my relationship with my children. There's no doubt. We do sit downs. We talk, like talk, not just stupidity. Talk about feelings. And I have apologized. Um, they've apologized, and one of the greatest things they said to me was, "Mom, you're one of the best moms." But I never thought that. I love my kids. I'll take a bullet for them. 100%.
Yeah.
It drive me crazy, but I'll do that. I just, they needed a father. They never had a father. He was here physically, but
Mm,
his idea of love is gift giving and buying people, and but they needed a father. And so I was both.
mm,
And so when I would say no, then there would, they were, they didn't respect me because he didn't respect me. And
mm,
so that's another big thing. That word for me now is everything. Respect.
yeah.
Because I was so disrespected by the two of them. And so recently, I don't know if I wrote this, but about the shell. So one evening I went out to a place. I go out by myself. I'm okay to do that. I make friends easily. Like, and so four guys were like competing to, have a drink with me or talk to me the whole night, right?
Mm,
But one of them drove me home one night. I know him from a while ago, and he basically asked me to do oral sex on him, and I said, "Oh no, I don't do that. I don't give myself away like that." I said, "You wanna have something with me? You got to work for that. Like that's
yeah.
not who I am." So he was there at the bar that night, and also he tried to talk to me, but I was just like, I feel disrespected by him, and
Yeah.
I told him to his face, not that night, another night, right?
Mm,
And so the owner was seeing all this dynamics, and then he's like, "Well, you also don't give anybody a chance," he said to me. "You can see that from a mile away." And I said, "Well, do you want to know the background?"
mm,
I said, "You also have to trust my judgment. I'm not a stupid lady."
mm,
He says, "Oh, no, no, no. I know you're well-rounded." I said, "Well, I don't do, uh, you know, oral sex on demand. I said, he said, oh, I get it. I said, so, maybe you should give me a break, I said. Anyway, so, but I do feel like like I get messages or calls or whatever. And maybe it's just to keep myself knowing that I still have it, but
Yeah,
I don't
but
want to entertain anybody.
yeah, and I'm sure you get that feeling like he's not that person that you are looking for.
And most of them are younger than me.
Mm.
I don't know what it is lately, but like young men, they love older women because they probably have mommy issues, right? So it's like, oh my God, like it's insane how many my average like follower is like between 25 and 37. Anyways, I
It's
don't know.
uh,
I shut down Facebook. I went private on Instagram. TikTok, I'm private as well. Um, I blocked him off everything. Yeah, I
mhm,
even deleted his phone number I know it by heart, but I deleted his phone number from my phone. But I know his patterns
mm,
because we were together for 4.5 years. Not full, but whatever the
yeah,
time span. And I know his patterns. And so his patterns are he's gonna let the dust settle and then he's
he
gonna
will.
start reaching out again. And it's funny because the 3 months that I was no contact, my
Mhm,
girlfriend said to me, she says, Danielle, you were actually doing really well.
mm.
Like we could see a difference in you. It was, I don't know, it was this thing about me. It was the hope to give it another try, to see if the promises were real. But I don't think in general, I don't think people change. They adapt or they maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong about that. Or maybe I wasn't the one he was going to change for.
People change only when they want to. No one else can force them to change.
I know that.
Maybe he will change when he realizes that. At this point of his life, he will not. It's
Oh,
not
well,
his time.
he said, "Oh, how like when you're not a person with empathy, it's really strange how people talk. They said, he says, I met and talked to so many women, to his ex-girlfriend, telling her this, saying, and I realized there's nobody like you. And I said, wow, you just like stabbed me in the heart with a sword. I said, like, are you kidding me? But he thought of it as a compliment. But do you
Mm,
see the mindset of someone who has zero emotional, any kind of intelligence at all?
yeah,
Because if you actually thought about that, you would say, I did some inner searching, or I don't care what you say, but
not that.
like comparing me to others. I said to him, there's no comparison in the world to me, I said. But it's just like I don't want to deal with somebody like that. I want to like every woman and what I believe is like their partner should, just as I would, wake up in the morning, how can I make my partner happy today? Or how can I make this relationship, solid, or, Maybe
Yeah.
I just feel like and that's self. I don't love myself enough that I know because I shouldn't be asking for that. I don't believe so.
Yeah. So right now, like you are in this
Yeah.
situation where you're feeling so sad and depressed and isolated, but what you actually want is to feel peaceful, free, to feel open and vibrant and like a pain free and living your life, trusting your intuition. So, what do you think is keeping you stuck in this survival mode instead of being able to step into that identity?
I think I'm just going through grief right now. I need to grieve. I don't think I've even grieved my marriage and my mom.
Yeah,
It's just a lot of grief.
and
I need to come to
grieving,
terms with the fact that I need to let him go, both of them.
yeah, and grieving is so important. Like I was working with one client. She was in, I posted about her yesterday, I think. She was in a long distance relationship for 4 years
Oh,
and it
wow.
was bad. Like he used
Oh,
to treat her so badly and she didn't deserve anything like that. Like such an amazing lady. And so we started working together. In 4 months, I was able to bring her out of that relationship because she didn't have that courage and strength to walk out. So I got her out of that relationship. And then we did a grieving work. And after that, within few weeks, you would not believe, like before that, we started working on manifestation as well. I told her, like, you keep making a list and you keep putting down anything that comes in your mind, like how you want your partner to be. She kept doing that. And after we did that grieving work, like within few weeks, he just met a man and she knew from a very long time, but somehow they didn't matched before. But now everything just clicked so well.
because of the situation of my children and stuff like that, I don't know if I can. Well, I could probably entertain someone in my life, but not. I'm not. There's just too many things right now.
Mm,
My son is going through he has a court case coming up in April, and we're preparing for that. And um, he could possibly be looking at spending some time. So that's another thing that's like weighing on me.
mm,
But he's done so well. He's been on house arrest for a year and 15 months already. So, and I've been on house arrest too. So pretty much.
mhm,
And I think there's a sense of guilt on his side too, because he sees that, he said this to me that, he feels that he's held me back. But it's funny because I got divorced so I could be like free, and my ex is living his best life. And that's also very disturbing to me because I always feel like I get the short end of the stick.
mm. And not what you actually deserve.
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel.
So, if we could rescue your nervous system from this crisis and break the trauma bond permanently and process all the grief that your body has been holding, right? What you said, your mom's grief, uh, the divorce that you went through, and this recent breakup that you are dealing with, and restore your identity, what you are meant to receive in the next 4 months. Is that something you are ready to prioritize now?
I'm not very good at practices. That's my problem. I'm not very good at follow through. I'll be honest with you. And I'm not going to say, I'm not sure what it entails. Like, for example, the doctor tells me put the ice on the knee and I never do it. It's like, I don't know. I think it's hereditary. My mother was the same way. So I'm not sure. Like, I don't do any writing or journaling or anything like that. I've never tried, but I probably, like, I do a lot of reading. I know that, but I don't know what
Yeah,
it entails. You would have to,
it
like, explain it to me what the process is.
mhm. Yeah, so like it will be a lot of chakra related work. Like right now, what I'm feeling like your root chakra is very unstabilized because of all the grief that you're holding on to, your mom's death, the divorce. So the foundation, we have to work on it. Your solar plexus is also kind of closed, like where you are seeking validation from others. Uh, your self-worth is kind of destroyed.
Yeah.
And then your heart is also closed and it's protected like kind of a hard shell.
Yes.
And your throat, it's kind of like silenced, like others denying your truth, gaslighting you, and hence all your body is holding all of this as chronic pain.
Yeah.
But your crown chakra and your third eye, they are active. That's why your intuition is through the roof. So that's why your soul is trying to guide you out. But the problem is the body is so dysregulated to follow the guidance. So through a lot of somatic work, we will bring your body, we will regulate your body. So that will be done through meditative work. So I will bring you to like
I've tried to meditate so many times. My daughter's, she likes to meditate. She's actually quite spiritual as well. I don't, like, I'm sitting there trying to meditate, saying to myself, I have 55 things to do. Why am I sitting here wasting time? Like, that's the sort of, and I'm not sure if you've ever heard that before, but that's literally how,
yeah.
and maybe I need to learn. Like, I just don't, like I said to you, I just don't know how to, like, I feel, but I don't know. I can't explain it.
Have you tried uh guided process with someone, like where someone is guiding you and still you're not able to focus on it?
Um, no, I have not like done a class or anything like that or one-on-one. No. My daughter has tried to teach me. I had a friend who does that as well. He tried to teach me, but
Because
maybe it's just
what
the
I
maybe
will
it's
be
the
doing, it will be like a complete guided process, and we will be focusing on specific things. So your mind will not wander away because I will give
okay.
your mind to focus on something. So it
Okay,
will
okay.
be busy on that. So then you are not wandering on all the other
Okay.
things, but on
That
this
makes sense.
specific thing.
That's like the light therapy that I did.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually quite things came out that I couldn't remember from 20 years ago. It was insane.
Yeah. And
Oh,
so we have to slowly start stabilizing your nervous system as well. And like we will be clearing all the stored grief from your body and the trauma bonds, which will by default address your chronic body pain at the energetic root. And this is where like you stop using the substances and start leaving the house, begin to breathe again. And like I also do energy healing for my clients, and for you specifically, like I can do healing for you to support you to leave those substances. And then we go to the second phase where like again we work at the energetic and nervous system level, so you stop checking on him, stop seeking his validation and all the detective work that you have to do, and it's so exhausting, right? And so you heal and realign all your chakras so you can trust yourself again and start speaking your truth and open your heart. So this is where the hard shell starts to come down. And then in phase three, this is where, in your words, like we restore your glow. So we reconnect you to your soul and divine guidance so you can act on what your intuition is showing you. So we anchor your new baseline. So even when things go wrong, you still have yourself to put you back in track. So we set up a new identity for you, which
self-regulation.
mhm. And this is where you start feeling vibrant and peaceful and open to good men and alive again. And the result is obviously what you actually want. And so we will be working together like this on Zoom
Okay.
every week. And the
Okay.
sessions mostly last about 1 to 1.5 hours.
Okay.
And so we will be going really deep on your past to bring out where it's keeping you stuck, to release and let go. And we will be doing chakra practices. And so we will start with the root chakra, then we will move to sacral, then solar, and then heart, then throat, and then your third eye and your crown chakra. Once we are done with all the chakras, then I will give you a combined practice that you can do.
Okay.
And as I said, like I will be doing custom energy healing for you that will be offline. And you will also have direct access to me via any app which you use, like either WhatsApp or Voxer or Telegram or even Instagram, whatever you use, we can use that. So when you are
I use
spiraling,
WhatsApp.
okay. So when you are spiraling or tempted to check on him or anything new comes up while you are releasing, you need help. So you just pick up your phone and send me a text or a voice message, and I will walk you through that phase, right? So this is exactly the
So
rescue
yeah, it's
and
the fact that I can't. I want to control myself with that.
mm-hmm.
I know. I know. I'm aware of when I like when things trigger me to start that. Like I know I'm gonna do it. It's like or it becomes a habit. I don't know. Like I don't know how to explain it to you, but I know while I'm doing it that I'm not supposed to be doing it.
Yes.
So
And
like,
so
I like
it
my brain,
happens
like there's a
like a loop.
constant, yeah,
So
like it's like a battle in my head, like I know like the good side and the bad side, always constantly saying, you know, you should be doing that. And then, and then
it um it's like you have to stop that the moment it starts.
Yeah.
And if you keep doing that, then it will stop that pattern.
And it's funny because during the 3 months, I was actually quite practicing that.
Mm,
Like I was not even like I really pushed myself to, but then there was a whole other side to me that was missing him.
mm. So,
Because I really
like,
thought he was going to be my person.
I will give you specific practices. Like, we will kind of program your mind, and like just with your fingers, we will program it. So the moment you touch your fingers, like you will be able to cut that loop immediately so that it doesn't bother you. There are a
Okay,
lot of.
so we're looking at 4 months, you said,
Mhm,
approximately.
yeah.
And what are your fees?
Yeah, so it will be 2,500 for 4 months. And if
Okay.
you want, we can break that down to four equal payments. And like if you want to break it down to even more, like for 6 months, we can do that as well. Like in 4 months, your sessions
That's
will get
US
over.
US funds, right?
Yeah.
Oh, just let me do some calculations. Because for me, that's 2,500.
Let me see.
That's like 3,800, almost $4,000 for me. And that's once a week.
Yeah. Once a week, and throughout the week, you get support through chat or voice text.
So in Canadian dollars, it's approximately 3,500, 3,445, something like that. Say 35.
Yeah, I just checked in Google.
Yeah. Okay, then let me I'm gonna have to think about that. I don't think it's a bad thing because 4 months is a long time.
Mm-hmm. And so yeah, if you want, you can break it down to 6 months or 7 months payment plan.
No, no, no. Even like maybe we could do like one payment each month.
Yeah, as as you are comfortable, it's fine with
Yeah.
me.
Do you have me sign any documents? Are you sending me any disclosure documents or anything like that?
So if you tell me, so once you make the first payment, I will send out an agreement to sign. So you can save a copy with you, and I will also have one with me. And if you want like an email with all the program details, I can do that as well.
Okay. Yeah. I'm not sure if I'm good in our standards, Canadian standards, we usually sign the agreement and then we make a payment. So I'm not sure. So I'm if I say yes, I'm a yes. So
Okay.
because I'm not sure if you have to be aware of all the craziness that people do nowadays.
I can send you the agreement. That should be fine. Like
Okay.
I have a LLC here in US.
I'm sorry?
I have a LLC. So it's
Oh, you have a incorporation.
uh-huh.
Okay, gotcha. I just want to,
I
I'm always very,
understand there's a lot going on everywhere. So people are
sure.
really skeptical. So
Yeah.
my company's name is Selenite Coaching and Healing.
Okay.
And so my website is also with the same name, selenitecoachingandhealing.com.
Okay. All right.
So if you want to sign the agreement first and then make the payment, I'm fine with that also.
Okay, great. I'll read through everything and then I'm just checking, like, because right now we have the courts coming up, so the finances are a bit crazy, but I also need to look after myself because that's going to be also a big challenge for me. Yeah,
And
if you want to, you have my email address. You can send me the documents. I'll
mhm,
take a quick, I'll take a quick peek, and then I will, I'll reach out to you. What's your
sure.
number?
My WhatsApp number, it's just a moment, I will give it to you in chat.
And do you have a lot of international
You will be my
clients?
first Canadian clients. I work with a lot of UK and US people. Somehow, I
Okay,
don't know why my content reaches UK people a lot.
okay.
And yeah, and US obviously.
So right now, how do I go back to you shared something? Oh, here, yes, in the chat. Yeah. Well, this is a new for me, all this chakra stuff, and I have read about it, that's for sure. There's no doubt. And I do believe that it works.
Yeah, and not only that, like we will do a lot of inner child healing if you have read about that,
Yep.
because I'm
I
sure
read
a
about
lot of
I read
this,
about it all, trust me.
a lot of this is coming from your uh, subconscious mind, what it has learned, and
Yes.
95% of what is happening in our life is being controlled by our subconscious mind, which is at the under the
You
water.
should talk to my daughter. She talks about that all the time.
So that's why we are going to work with a lot of your subconscious mind so that we are able to program it. But before that, we have to bring things up.
Yeah.
So we will be using inner child healing and somatic breath work. So the somatic breath work, mostly I will do it on session. There's one specific one which is very profound, and it helps to release a lot of stuck emotions. And so your subconscious mind knows what you are ready to release at a certain point. You will see that as we are working through, in our first session there will be only some things that is coming up, but after a month you will see again some more deeper things are coming up, which you felt was maybe not even important in your life, or if that had scratched your life, I would say.
Yeah.
So it's like peeling an onion, like you keep digging
On the
deeper.
shell, on the layers.
Hmm. And I can promise you, like, you will get what you deserve and what you want. And then we will start working on the manifestation thing, and like not only attracting the type of man you want, but also manifesting for your children, like the court case that he is going through, that it gets resolved and things like that. So, because the process is
I have
same.
I have faith. I don't know. There's my intuition again. Like I have this thing that it's going to go okay.
Mm-hmm.
Um, However, your intuition doesn't go against the law, so we don't know. Um, but also the fact that he's come a long way, like a long way.
Yeah,
I'm so proud. I'm so proud of him, honestly. And he's also realizing a
yeah,
lot of things. It's not like it's not, you know, noticed. Like we were in a discussion weeks before, and he said to his sister, you know, if I only listened to mom when she would tell me things, none of us would, we wouldn't be in this situation. But like they have to go through their own life processes as well.
Yeah,
You
to
can't like,
learn
and
and
that's
grow.
sort of my thing. I always want to keep them in that bubble, but at the end of the day, that doesn't grow them.
Yeah, it's not right for them. Like they need to grow,
No.
they need to learn in their own, that's their
Yeah.
life journey.
Yeah. And actually, my daughter's going to Costa Rica um, in April. She's going to be a yoga instructor. So
Mm,
that's her new every month or so is a new something. So, but you know what? My mother left them some money. So I said, use that.
yeah,
Your grandmother will be with you the whole time. She wanted you to do something good with that. So go for it.
yeah,
Before, I think the old Daniela would say, "Are you crazy? No, 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 that's crazy." But I think I also need to free them to do.
yeah.
You know what I mean? I
And
need to
just
support
have that
them.
trust that yes, no
Yes.
matter what,
Oh
they're
my
going
God,
to
my
grow.
kids, the first person that calls me always. They have that trust. Anything, trouble,
Yeah.
problem, police, any like.
No, you having that trust on them that they will
Oh
flourish and
yes,
do
of
well.
course. And then on Saturday, it was her birthday, and I said, okay, well, you gotta finish she has some pre-work to do. She said, oh, no, I need you to look over everything. And I said, this is your journey, but I can only see goodness coming. I
Yes,
have to see it that way.
yes, always. And that's how you manifest good in your life. Even
It
for your
can't get it.
son, just
It can't get any
keep
worse.
just keep picturizing that he is getting out well and fine, everything is going good in the courtroom. Just keep
Yeah,
picturizing that every day. Ask him
yeah.
also to do that.
Well, because I'm always the person to see in business. This is who I was. I always saw the worst case scenario,
Ah,
but that also saved us from a lot of problems. So a lot of the time, apply that to everyday life. And he yells at me. He's like, "Mom, you're putting that out into the universe. Negative. Like, let's not try to do that anymore. So it's difficult for me to not do that. I think that's
mm,
that's where I'm always trying to protect. You know what I mean?
mm,
Like
yeah,
maybe because of all the trauma that I've been through,
yeah. And then, so once you
I
start
expect the
releasing,
worst.
yeah, once you start releasing and you start to surrender to this universal energy that is always protecting us by default, and
Yeah,
to increase that faith and trust.
yeah. I really recognize that right now. That like just like yeah, that's not a good thing. I should stop doing that. Maybe because I'm always getting the worst case scenario in the end. So
Hmm.
I expect that.
Yeah, so we have to change that story.
Yes, we got to change that. Oh, okay. So send me the documents,
Yeah,
and then when would be the next session of when we get
we
started?
can we can start from next week. Like, is Tuesday good for you? Like the time we met today?
Let me just check. Yep, 31st. We're meeting with the lawyer on Friday. I don't know if there's any changes.
Okay,
Like he hasn't said anything, but we can tentatively do Tuesday. Yep,
okay,
for sure
okay.
at two
Because this
thirty.
time is currently I
Yep.
have a free slot, so I can
Okay.
put you in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. and I have to Piranka. Is that your name?
Priyanka.
Priyanka. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Do people call you Pri?
Yeah, many of my close friends does. My
Does that
husband
get?
used to call me Pri.
Oh, really? Does that trigger you in any way?
No, now after marriage, like he came up with all nicknames. That's why he doesn't call Pri anymore. Eh. So that's why I said like used to.
Yeah. Gotcha. Oh, you said breathing. I feel like I can't breathe. You told
Yes,
me to do the. You told me to do this. I can't even breathe in for four or out for like I was like I haven't been able to breathe in a long time. I really believe that.
yeah. So we will be doing it together. Like I will handhold you and let that be very little baby steps, but we will get there. Nothing to
Okay.
rush.
All right. All right. Well, oh, and if I on the agreement, does it say where to send the payment?
For the payment, I will send you a link. It's a
Okay.
I use Stripe, so I'll give you the Stripe payment link.
What is that? Is that's an American?
No, so you will also be able to use that. It's used internationally, not only in
Okay.
US.
I'm just gonna take a picture. I'm not sure if this remains up on the screen, so I'm just gonna take a picture. I have your number.
Yeah.
Okay. Wonderful. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It was very nice talking to you. Looking forward to working together.
In Spanish, you say igualmente. Same. You'll have to. You're gonna learn some Spanish from me.
Yeah. My daughter was learning last 6 months. She had electives.
Okay.
Yeah, Spanish was one of her electives.
Did she like it?
Not much. Like, because when you're learning a language, you like, it's not that they are teaching you only to speak, it's a lot of grammar and all that. So that's
Yes.
where she gets a little bored.
Yeah. I'm Italian. My parents were Italian,
Mm-hmm.
and I was born here in Canada.
Uh,
And my ex-husband is from Cuba,
uh-huh.
so I learned the language pretty quickly.
Mm.
It's actually benefited me in my life, and I spoke French as well. I grew up speaking French because of Canadian standards.
Uh,
Um, but languages has always been a easy thing for me.
mm.
But and it's really helped me in my careers. Oh, to be able to assist someone or immigrant or anything like that is such a blessing, honestly.
Yeah.
I used to be an employment counselor way back when.
Oh.
I've had many careers. I was a retail management for a
Ah.
big, like a department store. They unfortunately went under,
Mm.
and I did that for 13 years. And then I took a year off, and then I went to a program where they teach you how to find work again, like nonprofit.
Mm-hmm.
And then I ended up working there as an employment counselor for 8 years.
Wow.
And then my ex-husband's business was starting to grow, and I was working full time and raising kids and doing invoices at night. And
Mm.
then one day my accountant said, "You're out." And I said, "Okay." So then I spent the next years in my basement being a administrator and jack of all trades, everything.
Mm.
But yeah, but all the life lessons, like it just helps you in your everyday life. I love that.
Yeah.
It's honestly, it's so like I talk to my kids about being well-rounded, and that's why I never want them like my daughters. she has daddy issues, so she's always with a boyfriend constantly, constantly, and it's always a drama and it's always bad. And she's been in therapy for a while, but I don't
Mm,
know, there's no action plans. Like, you go to therapy, there has to be an action plan,
mm,
something to take away. But anyway, so I tell them, that's the joy of working, and they're just not you. They're against the system. They don't like the rules. They don't like to be controlled. They don't like. I said,
yeah,
okay, well, that's fine. You can work with that. You know, uh, they're great kids. Like socially, oh my goodness, like everyone says, they're fantastic. Um, but it's such a blessing to be able to have a good conversation about something.
yeah.
Like just anything, knowledge. Like that's why I tell them, read. Yesterday my son sent me a thing about Dubai. Did you know that they created all these islands in Dubai? The whole world is there.
Mm,
Like, and I said, you see, because we were speaking about that the night before. I said, that would be a great conversation piece, to talk about something that interesting. And then you feed off that. And that's why traveling for me is so important as well. And
yeah,
that's one of my goals. That was my number one goal when I got divorced was to travel.
sure.
So I'll get there. I know.
Yeah.
Baby steps. That's what I
And
always say to everyone. Baby steps.
yeah, and I know for sure after a few of our sessions you will start cleaning your house. All of my clients does that.
Oh no, I clean. It just takes me like 4 times longer.
Yeah, you will start purging old things and
Oh, I did that already. I did a huge purge just recently. I was so satisfied with that because I was brought up that way. Like my mother, you could eat off her floors. That's how clean she was, right? So, but my daughter left her dog here with us, who has also, to be honest with you, has given me some emotional support as well,
mm,
comfort. But she sheds.
mm,
I have hair.
yeah,
I
we
took her
have
to
a
the
golden
groomer.
show.
Yeah, crazy. Okay, I will let you go because I know you probably have other things to do.
Yeah, I'll send you
You
all the
free you
details.
you feel free to cut me off anytime because I like to talk. I don't talk to anybody. So when I talk, I talk. I like to
That's fine. I love your glasses.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, they're bold.
Yeah,
I always say if you have to wear something on your face, make sure it's nice and it's something that you like.
yeah, it's really suiting you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And I do believe, I swear, that day I said to my girlfriend, and my girlfriend is almost identical to what I'm going through right now.
Oh,
She just hasn't left the guy.
mm,
So it's like both of us, all our energies are the same. But lately I've
yeah,
been telling her, stay silent, don't write paragraphs. They don't listen. They don't digest what you're writing to them. Just silence is such a good thing,
yeah, because
But
otherwise it's like you're
you
just
gotta fix
wasting
what's in
your
here,
energy.
though. You know what I mean? You gotta fix here. Even though you stay silent, I think that's what I realize now. Staying silent is good, but you have to not stay silent within,
Mm,
you know?
yeah, because if you are wasting your energy on someone who is not there to listen, it's total waste of energy. Rather,
Oh.
you bring your energy back and work on yourself.
And I say this to people all the time when I'm not getting a point across or anything like that, my kids, or I said, I'm not wasting any of my energy, my time, my energy, time, price is very high. I say to them all the
Yeah,
time.
should be.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
I
you
feel
take
a sense of
care.
relief. I feel a sense of relief. The crying helped, obviously, but I
I'm
think
glad.
I will try my best. I'm not sure how I'll do with the meditation. I'm going to tell you that because it's never really went well for me, but maybe it wasn't the right person.
You will do fine. I'll guide you.
All right. God bless you.
Thank you. Stay blessed.